love to fast.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's our lifestyle now. Well, listen, we're
Yeah.
having this we're having this live event today, and there's already a bunch of people showing up and watching. But we'll go ahead and we'll do like we always do. We'll edit it and put it on YouTube for however long YouTube stays in existence.
That feels
So Dan,
like pressure.
You're
yeah.
right.
So Daniela, it is absolutely. Did I say your name right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so it's absolutely wonderful to have you on the show with us today,
Thank you
and
so much for having me.
it's always great to have my buddy Jalene.
Oh, right back at you.
Yeah. So today we're going to be discussing the topic of discussion is how to get through the holidays as a faster, and what about after the holidays when maybe you picked up a few pounds, or maybe your fasting schedule just got all trashed and you need to get back on it. So right off of the bat, y'all two just go ahead. I know what I want to say, but y'all go ahead.
Well,
Okay.
I'll leave the ground to the pro first.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is Jalene,
So
obviously.
Oh, I'm going first. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
I
the
thought
pro.
yeah, my connection's a little wonky. So,
is
okay.
well, okay, but I'm seeing you and hearing you, so go ahead.
Okay. So for me, during the holidays isn't much different than just any regular day because I treat my feast like a feast. I fast and then I feast and then I repeat every day. So I feel like for me, my meals every day are special and nourishing. The only difference during the holiday is I'm with family and friends a little bit more. So the window might be just there's my cat, just a tad bit longer. But for me, it's pretty much the same. There is a little bit more candy. Like Alan's work gave him a big box of C's candy. And luckily, a lot of them were like the fruit and chocolate, which I cannot stand. I don't like chocolate and fruit mixed together. But if it
Well,
would have been the nuts,
you can send all that to me.
okay, Alan ate it. But like if it, sorry, you need to get down. If it was the nuts and chocolate, it probably would have been a little bit more challenging. But it's a lifestyle, and I still indulge in a little bit of sweets occasionally. Sweets have never been my huge trigger anyways. It's like salty, cheesy, crunchy that I have to be a little more cautious with. But yeah, for me, the holidays are very similar to my everyday.
Okay.
And
How
that's
about
how that's why it's a lifestyle for me.
yeah? How about you, Daniela? Do
Yeah, I
you
agree. I
do?
agree 100% about the lifestyle. We were away for 10 days. We went to my sister-in-law's house in Sardinia. Both my parents and my husband are from Sardinia, the blue zones, as they like to say. So we were
Lucky.
away for 10 days on vacation. And the same as Jamie. And also my husband fasts, my son fasts, my sister-in-law and her husband are all fasters. So we were like basically all doing the same thing all together at the same time, which is wonderful because you don't have to worry about, what can I eat in front of them, or are they going to, what are we going to do? We were basically all on the same schedule. We would have like maybe bigger lunches with, her family and her husband's family as well. And then we would just skip over dinner. So we even got a couple OMADs in there during the holidays, which is really amazing if you think about it. But, as Jaylene said, it's honestly just like, day in, day out kind of thing. You would maybe eat a little bit more one day and then would balance yourself out the next or whatever with your next meal. And that's just what we did. And, this is the second Christmas that I did as a faster. And it's always unbelievable to me that something that is so simple and something that for many people is just like right in front of your face. Okay, this idea of what we can do. There are not many things in life that we can control. Some things are just completely out of our control. But this
Yes.
this is something that we can do. Decide when we eat, what we're going to eat, how we're going to eat. It's something that we can just have total control over. And I think once you grasp the freedom that is, it's huge.
Yeah.
You know, it's really huge. I think the whole thing with intermittent fasting has to become a balance between freedom and discipline. You know, you have to have a little bit of both. You can't do one without the other. You can't be all, you know, oh, well, I can eat whatever I want and go bonkers and have, you know, whatever you want every single day. You can't do that. And you can also be so strict that you can't enjoy a meal out with your family or a celebration or whatever it may be. You know, so you have to just find the right balance between the two worlds. And I think that is the best thing, you know, especially when you have, you know, holidays or you have weekends. I remember years ago, those old diets that you could do, you know, your diets for 6 days a week, then you would have a cheat day, you know, and that cheat day, you
Yeah.
would just go crazy, whatever you didn't eat, you know, the other 6 days. And this is just the, you know, the mindset and the lifestyle that you can eat basically whatever you want in the right proportion, in the right way, without saying, oh, I'm never going to touch this again, or I'm never going to have this again. And I think it just makes things easy. Once you get yourself into that frame of mind that this is how this really works, it's a huge difference. It really is.
I love what you
Well,
said, freedom with discipline.
Oh,
That
absolutely believe
I
that.
love that. That just hit home for me
well,
because it's a
let
lot
me,
of people come to fasting thinking, you know, delay, don't
Mhm.
deny. They think once they open their window, and you know, I was guilty of that in the beginning. You know, you open your window and you just go
You
crazy.
probably were, everybody, probably we all are, sure, in the very beginning, sure.
Right, right. But
yeah.
it didn't make me feel good, and
Hmm.
that's what I had to figure out for myself. So
Hmm.
freedom with
Hmm.
discipline. I love it.
Well,
Hmm.
let me throw this out to you. Okay, it's the holidays. It's Thanksgiving, and then all into Christmas and New Year's and everything like that. And excluding diet brain, I'm not talking diet brain here. I'm just talking about food choices. Okay,
Mhm.
because I've noticed that when I became a faster, my food choices slowly changed and I gravitate towards things that I know are more healthy, blah, blah, blah. I just want my, you know, all of us want our food to be window worthy. Okay. That's the
Yeah,
key. But during the holidays, you're going to be subjected and tempted with things that are not window worthy. And let's just say somebody uh, likes to mix their intermittent fasting with maybe a lower carb uh, eating style. Well, during the holidays, they're going to have casseroles and they're going to have things that have higher carb content to it. And that may trigger cravings that flew out the window months before, you
yeah,
know.
that's
And
true.
so now these cravings come back and they it's almost like they have to relearn that I have to do this so I won't have these cravings, you know. And
Yeah,
that's a big thing for me with the holidays.
yeah. And it
Now
just takes,
this this was my first Christmas, my first holiday season as a faster,
Hmm.
and I made it through it without gaining a single pound, and I was so happy.
that's
Isn't
great.
that
Uh,
amazing? I think that's amazing. It
Yeah.
really
it
is,
is,
you
it
know?
is, and I'm coming up on a year. At the
Hmm.
end of this month, it'll be
Yeah.
1 year
Hmm.
my fast
The best
anniversary.
anniversary, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I think that's the thing is people are subjected to different types of foods
Hmm.
during the holidays than they normally eat during the year.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
think that triggers a response, uh, not just in your taste buds, but in your brain. Your brain says, "Oh, I remember that, and I miss that, and I want some more of that." You know.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
So it
Well, that's
might
that's
where
take
the
a
balance
few
comes in,
days
right? That we said before, you know?
balance.
hmm
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
yeah. I think with me the eating windows, yeah, they got a little bit large, but then I would say, you know, I had a pretty large window that day. I need to tighten it back up for the next couple of days, and it was no big deal. And
Hmm.
it's all a matter of discipline.
Yeah.
So I was talking with a guy today at the gym, and he said, you know, how do you do this? How do you do that? He was very interested, And I said, well, it's just a matter of discipline. You have to say, well, I'm just not going to eat until such and so time. And I said, as long as my body is okay and I'm feeling okay, I'm going to do it. And he
Mm-hmm.
said, okay. And it's the same way during the holidays, I think. You
Mm-hmm.
just have to have that discipline.
Mm-hmm. And not go crazy when your window does open. That's also the discipline that's necessary when your window does open. What we were
Yeah.
saying
Yes.
before. The discipline is before, during, and after. It has to be. It's kind of a day in, day out kind of thing. I think everybody is brought to intermittent fasting through motivation. Okay, everybody is motivated at the beginning to want to start this journey and to get better, whether it be to lose 10 pounds or lose 50 pounds, whatever it may be. Motivation brings you to this. But you cannot be motivated 100% every single day. That's just not possible. So that motivation also has to bring you to form a habit, okay, of doing this. It's like every morning we wake up, we don't consciously think, oh, I have to brush my teeth this morning. You get up, you brush your teeth, you do your routine, you do your thing. And
Yeah.
fasting just becomes that habit that you do every day. One day you may have a longer window if you have something going on, or shorter window, whatever, that day may bring you, the week may bring you. You're always fasting when you sleep, so you're always going to get something in there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it just has to become a daily habit, day in, day out. That's all. And once you get into that rhythm of doing it, and maybe the day that you don't do it for as long as you usually do, you even feel that. You're like, oh, I don't feel, I ate too much today, compared to maybe your other days if you do longer windows, or if you do an OMAD or you do ADF, usually your body feels that, that difference. And even when we were away, it was nice to come back home and just to get back to our routine, even if we were, we behaved during the holidays, let's put it that way. But it's nice when you get back into your regular routine, because your body can tell the difference when you're out of your loop of the things that you usually do,
Yeah. True. It's brilliant advice. I can't hear you, Mike. Can you hear him?
No, me either.
We lost her.
No, we lost it.
Your mouth is moving, but I can't hear a thing you're saying. No.
No, he didn't touch anything.
Well, he did disappear for a few seconds. So I think he dropped
Did he?
some.
Oh, okay, see, I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It's so nice to be able to talk to you in person, Daniela.
Me too, me too.
Yeah.
And listen, prayers for everybody in California too. I hope things get a little bit better here, quick.
Yeah, I hope so too. The
Yeah.
wind
Oh,
in my area at least has died down,
okay.
but the fires are still really bad. There's
Now I can
Heartbreaking,
zero.
you
heartbreaking,
hear me.
heartbreaking. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Hello. You're
There you
back.
go.
Now,
You're back.
I was going to say, and I'll edit that part out. I was going to I was going to say that Amy Jo posted on her group the other day that how she used the word automatic, and that really struck with me. And it's just what you were talking about, Daniela. And I just finished. I'm writing a book, and of course, the book won't be finished until I get down, and when I achieve maintenance, then I will finish the book. I can't finish it, but certain parts have been written. But one of the parts that I was writing on day before yesterday was how it has become automatic to me.
Mhm.
I, I don't even think about it. I don't even use the app anymore to track my fast with. I
Okay.
don't care. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't care because
Me
it's just
too.
how I live now.
Yeah.
It's how
Mm-hmm.
I live. I don't jump on the scale every day.
Mm-hmm.
I go by how my clothes fit,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. It's
Your
automatic.
genes don't lie. Your genes don't lie, that's for sure. Or your
No,
Yeah.
pantry, whatever it may be. Your clothes don't lie.
no, they
Your
don't.
clothes
That
don't
is
lie.
that
Right?
is the truth.
Listen, I wore a shirt to the gym this morning, and I've been waiting to wear this shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a shirt that I haven't been able to wear in 6 years.
Wow.
But I
Wow.
put it on and I wore it to the gym, and I sported that thing up in
There
there in
you
the gym, and
go. Uh-huh.
worked out in
I
it, and then
love
came
that.
home and put on this old rag.
But
Do
isn't
you go
that a
to the
great
gym?
feeling, though? Isn't that a great
Do
feeling?
yes,
Yeah. Do you
yes,
go to
yes, it
the
is.
gym every day?
I go 4 days a week.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
I
That's
have a
awesome.
I had this little gym rat buddy, and he's like a little bodybuilder, but
Mm.
he's older. He's just a few years younger than me, but he understands me, and
Mhm.
he pushes me, but he says, just hang with me. He said, I'll never let you get hurt. He said, I'm only going to push you so far. And it's it's really paying off. Matter of fact, I'm seeing more change body recomposition because my waist has gotten smaller, but my weight's not going down because
Mhm.
I'm picking up muscle.
Yeah.
You're putting up muscle.
So,
That's
one of
great.
those things.
That's great. That's
But
great.
but but getting through the holidays.
hmm
Uh,
It's
listen,
like
if
a
I can
bike.
do,
Get back on. I mean, if you fell off,
yeah,
sometimes, and the groups are coming, oh, I fell off the wagon and this and that. Just jump back on. Just like when you were a kid on your bike, you fell off, you hurt yourself. It's okay. Get back up, brush off your knees,
Yeah.
and just jump back on your bike and just keep going. That's all. That's
Don't you
all.
think?
No more, no less.
I don't know
Right?
why, as a human race, we tend to just overcomplicate things,
Mm-hmm.
And it's so simple. Once I understood the science of fasting,
Mm-hmm.
it just became so simple.
Yep.
And January 1st, I didn't have to pull out a scale to weigh my food and measure and
Mm-hmm.
all that
Mm-hmm.
junk that just like
Mm-hmm.
polluted my brain in the past.
Or
yeah.
the New Year's resolution, how many times? Oh, this year is going to be different. This year we'll do this, we'll do
Yeah.
that, and it lasts the time that it lasts, and then you're always back to square one within a couple of months.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
you know what my New Year's resolution is this year?
what's
Can
that?
I
I'm going.
guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
No more New Year's resolutions? Is that it?
No, no.
Okay.
I made one.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing.
I
Mhm.
love
That's
that.
it.
Yep.
Yep. That's it.
because because what I've been doing is
It's
working.
working.
So
It's working.
why
Yeah.
would I want to do anything different? You
Yeah.
know?
hmm
So
You're
Absolutely.
feeling good, you're looking good, you're
yeah,
motivating other
hmm
people.
yeah,
Yep.
So
Can't
keep
ask more
being
than
you.
yeah.
that. I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of
So
people, especially the newbies, have to really try to learn patience. We're in a world, unfortunately or fortunately, depends how you look at it, that everything is just so
Mm-hmm.
immediate. We
yeah,
want
yeah.
everything now. We don't
You
want it
want
later, we want it now.
Instant
Okay. When you
gratification.
gratification.
when you
Yeah,
think
Yep.
back in the day, when we were at least when I was a kid, and you go on vacation, okay, and you would take your pictures and your little camera, and you would take your roll to the store to have your film developed, and they say, okay, come back in a week. Okay.
yeah.
Nowadays, that's something that's inconceivable because you want to have dinner, you don't want to go out, you open your phone, you get your app, you have your food delivered to your home. You
Yeah.
want to take your picture, you whip out your phone, you take a picture, and you're gone. Nowadays, that roll of film just represents how much it's worth doing this, because when you would go and pick up those pictures after a week and you saw your vacation and you saw your family, it was just worth it. It was just so
Yeah.
worth it. So we
Yeah.
have to get to a point of just having some patience. And people, sometimes the science and the math, it's math. If you lose half a pound a week, okay, in a year, that's 26 pounds,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So just keep going.
Yeah.
When people say, oh, I'm not losing anything, and, they'll do this diet for 10 days. Oh, I haven't lost 20 pounds yet. What's wrong? I'm doing something
Yeah.
wrong. Okay, just relax, sit back, trust the process. And like I said, even if you lose just half a pound a week, that's 26 pounds in a year. That's pretty good. That's
Well,
pretty
You're
good.
that's like I said. I have revised my goal. My goal is no longer to lose a certain amount of pounds.
Mhm.
My goal is to bottom out wherever my body says, okay, this is where
I'm
we
good.
need to be. And I'll be happy for the rest of my life.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, two things before we cut this and go ahead and print and edit and all that stuff. Two things is the number one thing about getting through the holidays and then recovering after the holidays is it's all right here.
hmm
And it's all a matter of just doing the disciplines and going back to what you knew worked.
hmm
And then the second thing I want to close with is Sheila. Sheila's such a crazy thing. She said
I love
She said, I don't care what you guys talk about. I could listen to you. I could listen to you read the phone
The
book.
phone book.
If I had a phone book, I would have brought it with me. I don't think they make them anymore.
I don't think they make them anymore.
I don't think they do.
There's my husband. My husband works for the phone company. I asked him if he has an old phone book
Oh,
somewhere.
that would be so great. We need to get Sheila on.
Yes.
Her story
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
great.
I think she's ready to do it. She had some apprehensions, but I think she's ready to do it. And I think maybe if one of you leaned on her after I leaned on her, because I told her we'll have fun and I'll make you laugh. I guarantee you.
She's just a ray of sunshine too.
Yeah.
She is.
And
She
she has
is.
a lot. You have a lot to say, Sheila. So
Yeah.
join us.
And Mary and Brandy and everybody
there's
else
so
that's
many. There's
watching.
so many.
We
There's so
love
many.
every one of you. And
Everybody's story. I've
Oh.
learned something from every single person's story.
Mhm.
yes.
Everybody's.
Yep.
And the little short videos I'm doing of meet Jalene, meet Daniela, meet this. I want more people to just send me a message and say, hey, do me. Here's my 2 pictures.
Mhm.
And I love doing those little short videos. They're so fun to do and post them.
Did you share that on my group, our group? Maybe we can get more people to do it.
Yeah.
Share that you're wanting to do more.
I'll do that every time then.
Put up a post.
Okay. And of course, I'm going to share this on your group anyway. So.
Of course.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So
Of course.
So let's wrap this thing up, and everybody out there, we love you, and keep on fasting.
Keep on fasting. Absolutely. Have a good year, everybody.
Yeah.
A good,
Yes.
healthy year. Healthy,
safe,
happy year.
You guys are wonderful. Love you.
Same to you. Same to you.
Bye.
Take care.